Test 1, 2. Oh, here we go. Set up my USB microphone, so now hopefully this is working. Turn on my volume here. Hey, I can hear myself. Yay! Okay. Sorry for the broken audio delay in starting up this model, but here we go. Let me re-say what I was going to say, or what I was saying back when the audio wasn't working. I'm going to be making this guy right here. It's a monster creature. This guy has it named as a spotted puddle puppy. Kind of reminds me of Ditto, the Pokemon. So I'm gonna be making this guy here, and I'm gonna set this guy off to the side real quick and go ahead and import him. Let's see, do I have a folder with him open? I don't think so. So let's, oh, my headphones are acting really funky. So my Bluetooth headphones are what I was using to set up the stream with before, and it showed they were on and connected, but as soon as I started streaming, it said it wasn't connected. And then I noticed they just turned off, and I couldn't turn them back on, so I thought the battery was dead. And now they just turned themselves back on after I've not even touched these headphones for a couple minutes. Don't know what's going on with that. I'm gonna turn these off for now. Get out of here, headphones. We don't need that energy around here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and import a reference image of that guy, that space alien puddle monster creature. So we're gonna go ahead and look for, is it empty? Image. And then we're gonna go ahead and find that image. I have him stored in my Fiverr documents here. Jobs, Fiverr, glitch images, and here we are. This is the one, this is it. And we just scale this up. Probably need to rotate it so we can see it. There we go. And we have our reference right there. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're just going to center this guy actually. Bring him to world origin, move him up there, and we're going to make him non-selectable. We're going to move him to new folder, references. And we just don't want the folder to be selected. And I'm going to go ahead and save this project because I like saving things right away. So I'm going to go ahead and go back over to my Fiverr. We'll save it for his own folder. We'll just name this 3D Project Alien. Sure. Okay, so we have our reference here, and actually I want to make the visibility a little bit less, a little bit lessened. How do I put the wrong thing in the reference folder. So let's move this one to the reference folder. The cube, make a new folder for him and just name it character. And we can name this cube to body. It's going to be the body. Okay, so for the reference, let's go back here real quick. I want to make the opacity a little lessened so I can see what's going on here. Actually, I like working with white noise. I'm going to see if these mysterious headphones will allow me to listen just to some audio here. Okay, we're connected. Hopefully this doesn't screw with anything with the stream. I'm playing with dangerous territory right here. Okay, that's good. I have audio in my earphones, and I see my microphone audio is still working. That's a plus. Cool. Oh, I should have, silly me, I don't even have the chat up just in case anyone's chatting to me. Feel free to let me know if you guys have any questions or say hey or whatever. I'm just going to be here working on this 3D model. But okay, I have my chat screen up. If anyone wants to talk to me, I'll be here. Okay, so we're going to make it so we can't select a reference anymore. Good. Nope. Wrong one. Right. Okay. Character. Now I can only select the box. Good. And the box is just where we want it. So I'm going to put a subdivision surface modifier on here. And I'm just going to start kind of... First I'm going to split this guy in two. So we're just dealing with the mirror. So let's go and find... I have an auto mirror somewhere in one of these plugins. Edit, I think it might be edit. Curve, no, oh. Nope, that's not it. I could have swore it was edit. Oh, there it is, auto mirror, okay. It was edit. Okay, and I feel like the reference is actually still too opaque. I don't really need to see much of him, just a little bit of his outline. Put that down to like 0.08. Yeah, that should work. That should work. Okay, so I'm going to start manipulating some of these points, get them looking kind of how the reference is looking. Bring this one in a little bit. We have these like blobby ends that kind of stick out. This is going to be rough. I'm gonna sculpt this guy out once I get a rough shape going for him. He has these weird ears up here too. I'm gonna have to deal with getting him some ears. Okay, make sure we look at it from all angles, because right now he's just like a box up here at this side. Just gonna scale these points in with some proportional editing. Whoop, bring you in. Yep, he's looking a little bit more blobby, still pretty boxy. So maybe I'll go up here from a top view, and maybe we'll add some points this way. Here. No, I don't like those points up there just yet. That's kind of looking around. Maybe I'll bring this side up. And how round do we actually want this creature? It definitely needs to scale up from the top. I feel like it's getting skinnier at the top, so let's do that right away. Just go into a side view here, and actually let me turn up my proportional editing. Maybe not that much. I'm just gonna kind of scale down here. Okay, we're on to something. We're making some stuff happen. Okay, I think I'm gonna try adding something for the ears. I feel like in general that's a good shape for a start for the blobbiness. I might pull this part in here just to make more of a point for this blob that's sticking out. Really want to accentuate these blob parts. Especially that top, got to make room for the eyes, that's important. Okay. All right. So then next, let's go ahead and add a box up here. I'm just gonna put my 3D cursor right on his ear. Go mesh, cube. It's not a box, it's a cube. Can I not grab the cube? Why can't I grab the cube? I think because I was in the references folder. I can't do that. I need to make sure. There we go. I can manipulate the cube now. We're good. Got to make sure I'm in the right folder here. Okay, just gonna kind of eyeball his ear here. Then we'll go from the other side, make sure it looks good. All right, I think that's okay. Something I gotta figure out too, he's kind of like at a quarter angle here, and he has these pink spots going down his right side of his face. I assume he's gonna be pretty symmetrical. We'll do the same thing when we get these pink dots will go up on the left side of his face as well. I'm just thinking for the future, thinking ahead. Okay, so I should mirror this ear because he needs ears on both sides. That's important, I would say. So let's go ahead and add our center generate. See, I'm still getting used to Blender's new modifier system. Mirror, yep, there it is. We'll select our body right there. Okay, it's not going to look exactly like our reference anymore because we're building this more out from a front-on view, and our reference is a 3/4, so that's just not going to work. But that's okay, we'll make it work. I feel like his ear, it's hard to tell, but looking at the reference, his right ear is more rounded. His left ear looks a little bit more pointy, but that's, I think, just from the perspective that it's kind of going from. So I feel like maybe rounding it would feel a little bit more natural. So we'll bring this down a little bit, round it out. That'll be okay. And then, yeah, we'll deal with most of the details in the sculpting. Okay, so then let's check out maybe those horns. So he has 2 purple horns coming up right from above, like his eyebrow, where his eyebrow ends, at least on this side of his face. So the horns are going to be coming like pretty much straight out. I'm assuming that's kind of what the perspective is we're working with here. So let's make him a horn, or maybe I should make his face first. Either way, it's the horns will be easy because that's just going to be a cone. Our X90. Okay. We've got our beautiful cone here. I'm going to scale this guy down because we don't need him that big. Oh, I didn't scale him along the x-axis there. Let's fix that. Okay, that's okay. Let's go into edit mode, add some cuts. Oh, can I not add cuts here? Oh, I forgot. You can't add loop cuts with a, you just can't do it. The way that this cone is made, I'm just going to delete this cone and just make a box. Everything always comes back, sorry, to the cube, not the box. I'm just going to add a subdivision, and let's go ahead and extrude this guy. And now we can, oops, solid, interior preview. Solid's good, okay. Scale this guy down, and then we're going to kind of have our horn like that. Scale them to infinite, to 0, okay. Got our own horn, made out of a box. Who can say they've done that? Lots of people, because that's how you do it. Scale down. And this time we're going to be able to add more loop cuts here, because we did it making a box. We did it the right way. I'm going to go ahead and select these and just turn my horn up kind of right here. Sculpting out my horn. Okay. Let's see how that, it probably needs a bigger horn. And I don't like how it faces directly towards the camera. I feel like there should be a little bit of perspective going on. So I'm gonna make an executive decision here. I'm gonna rotate the horn just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, it's probably too big of a horn, but let's see. In this picture, it's going like a little above the ear, and it is definitely going above the ear here. I'll probably bring it down a little bit. Doop. Maybe something like that. It's a little bit above the ear. That's good. Okay, we'll rename this one to horn.r. And I guess I'll just copy the modifier from this one, the mirror. Whoops. Link modifier. Copy modifier. Okay, hopefully these horns are going to be a good distance. We'll see once we get the eye in there. Yeah, knowing where to place the eyes is going to be really important. Okay, so I'm thinking, see, I could just start sculpting right away and hope that I get the placement of the eye right the first time, but I don't want to do that. I like to pre-plan a little bit, so there's a couple different ways to do that. I could add another box. Of course, we'll subdivide it, scale that down, and then we'll choose about where I feel like his eye should go. That is a big eye socket. If we had two of them right there, like one there and there, would that be okay? I mean, it's hard to imagine because it's protruding circle. So let's go Control Shift B. We're going to put a brush boolean. Difference? There it is. Okay. I got it right. I got it right. Okay, so that allows us to kind of see where we're carving out the hole for his eye. And I can even modify the shape of his eye too, which is cool about brush booleans. See, I want to flatten this spot up here. So I'm going to add a loop cut and bring that up there to flatten it. Now I'm kind of positioning this where I want his eye to go. Ooh, I could even rotate that cut. That's cool. Now, I wonder if I can mirror this cube, because right now it's like its own object. See, I've played with brush booleans before, but there's always more to learn. So I'm gonna see if I can copy the modifier. Is that gonna work? I don't think it did something funky. I don't like what it did. It does. I wonder how I take something out of a brush boolean. Like I just duplicated this, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Control B, can I just apply brush, remove brush? No. See, I need to figure out how to take things out of a brush boolean, because right now I just want to copy this and mirror it. I can't even duplicate it though. So that is a drawback to the brush boolean, I would say. Let's see, maybe I can. I'm getting desperate here. Let's try this. I'm gonna copy the geometry, copy material, copy face settings. I thought I could just I'm in edit mode right now. Copy face settings.